Hello and welcome to Africa News. My name is Michael Odhiambo. Now, in East Africa, in Kenya to be precise, is heading to another general election on Tuesday, the 9th of August. Now, the East Africa's main economic powerhouse is presented with a dilemma to elect one of the four presidential candidates. The main two contenders are the former Premier Raila Odinga and the current Deputy President William Ruto. A lot of issues are at stake in these elections. Now, take a look at this piece that summarizes the main issues at hand. The August 9th general election has brought up a ray of hope and relief to the Kenyan voters, but at the same time a mix-up when it comes to who to vote for as the President of the Republic. Mega rallies have attracted a massive number of supporters, but what exactly are they being promised? There are four enemies that Kenyans are struggling with: poor health, ignorance, poverty and corruption. And I have given you my word that I will fight so hard to end these four enemies of Kenya. On the other hand, the current and the outgoing Deputy President believes he has a perfect agenda that can liberate the country. His main agenda is to uplift the economic status of the poor in what he terms as the bottom-up manifesto. On many occasions, he has termed his competitors unworthy. I am also asking the riddle man Raila Odinga to stop complaining about Chebukati and the IEBC and the voter registrar. You as Raila, you are contesting against me. I am ready to face you man to man. Meanwhile, the Independent Electoral Commission has maintained that it is ready to preside over a fair and credible elections. They have sought the services of an international company by the name Smartmatic, which will help in the technological integration of the election. Smartmatic focuses on building the most secure, accessible and easy-to-run election technology. But critics and analysts in Kenya have questioned the firm's ability in offering a bulletproof system that cannot be compromised. We are now joined by Mark Obar as well, who is an ICT expert in Kenya. Hello and welcome to Africa News, Mark Obar.
Thank you so much, Mr. Michael. Much appreciated.
Now, how do you assess the election process in Kenya, given the 2017 elections that were nullified? Is IEBC, that is the Independent Electoral Commission, prepared to handle this election, according to you?
Now, as always, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, will always claim to have had everything right from the very beginning. But as you can, from the reports that we've seen, and also the admission from the commission itself, there are certain things that they are yet to get right. It appeared as if IEBC was already committing an illegality from the onset by, for example, printing more booklets. For example, the Form 34 booklets, which they printed more than one, and yet for each polling station, they only needed one. So people got to ask questions like, why would you print an extra booklet? What is the intention? And then so many issues around it, which they're trying to work around.
Given the 2017 election that was also nullified, you remember that they use a different system provider, but this time around they're using another provider who are, I think, the Smartmatic, who are going to help in terms of providing the best servers for them and even handling the election. Do you think this new provider will help handle this election better than before?
Now, this is very hard to tell whether they will succeed or not, but most likely they will fail, especially on the transmission. We are dealing with a technology to which the provider of the physical technology in terms of hardware is a new person, but then previously they had worked with a French firm known as Otimorpho, which also developed its software. So the software runs on the provisions of an older supplier, while the new supplier is now dealing with, has provided the technology in terms of physical infrastructure, like the scanners, the fingerprint scanners and all that.
Now, given your own explanation and given Kenya's history with elections in the previous year and the 2007, 2008 post-election violence, do you think we are beginning to see a repeat of that?
Not really. I don't think there will be any violence. There could be contestations right now and even there after elections, after the voting day. But I don't think violence will erupt in any way. We always see, but in Kenya you can predict violence from way long before the election takes place. You can just see that you can see the systems crumbling, and especially if the electoral technology crumbles, governmental interference to the electoral processes. Those are very key indicators.
Now, for more info, make sure you visit our website www.africanews.com and also on our Twitter handles and Facebook page. It's me, Michael Odhiambo. Bye-bye.